Hello, what's up YouTube? Today I'm here with my good friend Daisy. And I just wanted to take a minute I actually don't know if I'll even upload this, but I was like, you know what, why not? Because I think it'll mean a lot later on when I know, like, fuck, I've made it. So I just wanted to make this video to really just document my thought process, what's going on, and where I'm at now. I'm hoping to use it as like some sort of inspiration for somebody else. Like, I know that sounds whack, but I mean, it just sounds cringy, but when you see all these videos of people starting their own clothing brand, doing e-commerce, doing just all these things, sometimes it doesn't feel like I can do it, or like maybe you can do it, maybe that's how you feel, but I see it, and a lot of it is inspirational. It's like, fuck man, like if this person can do it, like I can do it. Like, there's so many clothing brands and just all sorts of shit I've seen that is so whack, and no hate toward, like, they're making it, they're doing better than I am right now, so I can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't be a hater on that. But just when I see stuff like that, I know that I can do it. So I really just wanted to document this as part of my we made it phase, you know. So I'm just gonna talk about a couple things as to what I'm doing to start my brand, how it's going, and what my next steps are. So here, I'll actually just chill right here, Daisy, that'd be nice. Good girl. So number one, marketing is one of my biggest fears right now, and that's the big thing that I'm going to be trying to work on. So I've got here, I'll pop up pictures of these designs I've got, and I'm planning on launching this pretty soon. I've got some blanks that are about to come in, and then I'm hoping that the drop does really well. I don't have much of a following at all, so if you go follow my brand Uncomfortable on Instagram, it'll be in the description because it's spelled weird, there's no vowels in it. That'd be really cool of you. So yeah, I don't have much traction. I feel it on my face. Don't have much traction, don't really know if too many people are going to support it, so I'm going to try my best to do my marketing, which is my biggest fear, because I know I have a good product. I know I have a good meaning behind my product and my brand and my story in general. Like, I know it's gonna be something that a lot of people can relate to, so I really just want to build a community of people that can relate to this to an extent, or even just be like, damn, this is cool what he's doing. So I'm hoping that goes well. My biggest fear is genuinely this marketing stuff. You watch all these videos, a lot of people I watch, which this is a huge thing, by the way. If you're gonna start doing this, it's a lot of research. I'm telling you, the hours I've spent is unreal. Like, you ask my girlfriend, it's been crazy. I'm really focused in on this, dialed in. I'm spending almost all my waking hours researching, learning, preparing, and just trying to set myself up for success. So I'm watching people like Box, watching Dooley, Quan, Caprice, like those are just a couple names. I'm watching all sorts of content. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get real tapped in, figure out what I'm doing, if this is actually gonna work. It's the craziest thing. I don't know how to explain this. I'm hoping that somebody can relate to this feeling, but I genuinely have been envisioning this since I was a kid. Not specifically that it's gonna be clothing. I'm not gonna act like that, but I'm telling you, since I was this, like, I've genuinely seen, I remember being in elementary school, seeing millions of dollars, seeing nice cars, like traveling, like I've seen this stuff forever, and the more I lock in on this, the more I focus on it, I genuinely see that happening. Huge goal is going to be buy my mom a crib, you know, like that's going to be really cool. Yeah, it's really, my brand's called Uncomfortable, because I believe that everybody, including myself, needs to work on, or maybe you're good at it already, but I believe you gotta find comfort in the uncomfortable. So that's just a huge thing to me. Where are you going? Fuck, I'm really bad at this. I don't like talking to the camera alone in my room, but first I'll just talk about some marketing tactics that I'm gonna be trying soon. So my blanks are on the way. I've got a couple black t-shirts, a couple white t-shirts, black hoodie, white hoodies, and it's not enough. I didn't order bulk because I have to do the pre-order method. I don't have the capital on hand. I've saved a couple $100s to be able to spend towards this. I really am investing like every dollar I have into this. but I can't order enough in bulk where a local screen printer will also print that much for me. They've got MOQs of like 25. I think the lowest I found was 15, but even still, I'm gonna have to get 15 of each different size. So I know it's a risky method, and I'm really hoping it works. But and I'm hoping that my customers will be understanding that, like, hey, like, I do not have the bread to just order all this stuff and pray it goes well. Like, I would if I could, but I literally don't have the money to do that. So yeah, I'm doing the pre-order method, which, if you don't know, it's basically you get only a couple samples. So I spend like a couple $100 on samples, $200, and I'm gonna go to my local screen printer. I've been talking to all sorts of screen printers, but I think these guys are gonna be the ones for me. I'm gonna do a DTF print. Basically, it's a heat press onto the material, and it's gonna be almost the same look as a screen print, but the only way you'll tell is in the feel of it. And what you think, Daisy? How bad am I doing? But yeah, I'm basically doing like a digital print so that I can do a bunch of modeling, like take pictures with people, just all sorts of. My marketing is going to be on these samples. The real print is going to be screen printing, of course, because that's just going to be a better quality, and it's actually cheaper in bulk, weirdly enough. Like, doing low samples like this, it's more expensive to do the heat press DTF, but I have to do it because I don't have enough blanks to do like my whole order that I'm going to try to do. So first thing I'm going to be trying out, obviously, organic marketing. About to go crazy on TikTok. Go follow the TikTok, the Instagram. I'm going to be posting a lot of updates on there. And if you're in the same boat as me right now, I highly suggest you try to do the same thing, whether it's because you can't just post the same video over and over and over and expect different expectations. If it's not blowing up the first, like, I'll be generous and say like 4 times, it's very unlikely that it might just be a bad video. And it's hard to think that about yourself, like, fuck, am I really putting out a bad video? But it happens. You can overcome that. All you gotta do is just think about what you can do to make this be eye-catching. We're in a generation now where attention spans are dropping, and you gotta make quick content that is just capturing somebody's eye. And you gotta think about it in the fact that if you were scrolling and you came across that video, and be honest with yourself, would you scroll past it, or are you actually being like, whoa, what's going on here? Let me watch this, you know? So you got to be hard on yourself. You got to have a higher expectation of yourself than others will have of you, and you got to see what works, what doesn't work, what does work, and try out all sorts of different tactics. And if you're not creative enough to come up with your own idea, literally on TikTok, you type in clothing brand, see what the most liked videos are recently, and then just copy paste that. Like, put your own spin on it, obviously, because you're gonna be using your own clothes, but you can quite literally just copy and paste that, and there you go. That's probably gonna get some traction because it's popular right now. People are watching that type of content. It's been proven that, hey, like, people are liking this. Let me try to do my own twist of it. There's plenty of videos you can look up for free clothing brand content ideas. I would definitely do that. I've obviously been doing that too. Like, I try to come up with some of my own ideas, but hey, if something's worked, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? So another method that I'm gonna try is influencer marketing. This one's gonna be a bit harder because I don't know any influencers. So yeah, influencer marketing. That's basically, for those who don't know, you're gonna send messages to as many. You're not shooting for Kanye, or you can't be hitting up these celebrities that are, you know, up there, but you reach out to somebody with, I think, less than 100K is typically ideal, because they're more likely to respond, get an opportunity, and especially if you're paying an influencer, depending on, you guys will have to talk numbers between each other, but they're probably going to be pretty willing to try on your clothes, promote it on their Instagram story or whatever, for a fraction of the price, and it's going to be way easier to get a hold of them. Another good way, I mean, there are people that you can send your stuff to, like Duke Dennis, Kai Cenat, Quan. There are like bigger influencers that you can send stuff to, and it's been proven that they've opened their stuff and they've even worn it in public. I would probably say, I don't know because I haven't tried it, that it's probably a bit more difficult because they're at just they've got a higher following, so it's probably harder to reach them. But hey, try it. The other thing I was gonna try to do is ads, just like Facebook ads, really meta ads, whatever you call it, and not specifically posting my Facebook ads on Facebook because Facebook owns Instagram, and I think my niche of the community I'm trying to build, I'm sure there are some older people that are on Facebook that could relate to it, and I'm sure there's some younger people that for whatever reason have Facebook. I mean, I have Facebook, but I don't use it. But in general, I think most of my audience is going to be on Instagram and some TikTok, and there's not going to be too many old heads that are going to be like, yeah, dude, express my emotions, you know, like, there's not going to be too many people like that, I feel. So you use Facebook ads to promote on Instagram, and you can kind of select your audience. I still haven't fully figured it out. I'm doing research day in and out, trying to learn what the best way to do Instagram ads are. TikTok ads too are really good. I know that the budgets are different, but even on both of them, you can spend like $20 a day for like 5 days, and like you can get like some decent. I'm sure you could get some decent exposure. If you're thinking, oh well, I don't have $100 to spend like that, I feel you. Like, it's rough out here, you know. But you take. It depends on how bad you want it. Like, and I'm sure a lot of people say they want it, but until you can get to that point where it's like, yo, I will do anything to have this, it is going to be hard. So whether that means you literally go pick up a job, I know jobs are hard to get, weird enough, but you go get a job, part-time, full-time, whatever you got to do, work a couple weeks, work a month, maybe just stay at that part-time job while you're working on your brand so you have enough time for both. You do that, like that gets you a couple $100 so you can invest back into yourself. That's honestly my method right now. I mean, I'm still in college. I'm hoping that goes well, but obviously I'm trying to shoot for the stars, you know. There's probably plenty of people doing this, but I haven't tried this before. Is going to a local place, whether it's a pop-up shop or for example, where I live, we have these like they call them vintage markets, but or even like fresh markets where like people are selling clothes, jewelry, food even. And I think it's worth a shot, whether reaching out to whoever runs those or sets them up or hosts the event and talking to them about it and seeing if you can get a table, even if it's like $100 or something. I don't know if they charge or how much they charge to set up a table, but that's a great way, I think, of beginning. Where the fuck? But that's a great way of beginning, and I think it helps, like my first point of like building a community. It helps people in your local community know about you, and there's going to be some people that will want to support you. People like supporting small businesses. Once you get somebody that can buy for one time, if you give them that amazing customer service, they're gonna come back. It's probable, and a returning customer is usually a staying customer. They're usually not gonna. What the fuck? What are you doing? But yeah, a returning customer, it's a great sign. That means they care about you, they care about your brand, they care about what you have to say. So treat any customer you get with as much respect as possible. Like if somebody is supporting your brand, you gotta show them love, whether it's throwing in a couple free stickers that you get for 10-25 cents a piece, throwing in a 10% off discount. There's all sorts of ways to get somebody to continue to care about your brand. So again, I don't really know what this video is. I wanted to document something that showed authenticity. I'm just a regular person. Like, here I am hanging out with my ball python. This is Daisy. And yeah, I just want to make a video showing that regular people, if you think you're regular, if you think you're a nobody, I'm a nobody, but at the same time, no, I'll take that back. You're still a somebody. I'm still somebody, even if people don't know who I am, even if this video gets like no views, like I'm still somebody, you're still somebody. So you really just gotta lock in and chase your dreams as to whatever you're trying to do. And I know if you put in the work and the effort, it'll eventually pays off, even if it feels like it's not paying off right now. Look at this two-tone on my wrist. But even if it feels like it's not paying off, it will pay off. I know that this is gonna pay off for me. I feel it in my heart, I feel it in my soul, that this is gonna work. I'm gonna make this happen, and I'm gonna make a name for myself. So yeah, again, I don't really know what this video is. Might not upload it. I'm kind of just trying to practice talking in front of a camera like this. It's a little uncomfortable, but oh wait, ain't that ironic? It's a little uncomfortable. See, that's the whole point of my brand, is I'm learning with myself to find comfort in uncomfortable things. They're gonna surround you no matter what you are or who you are in life. You're gonna be surrounded by uncomfortable things, and you've got to learn how to make do with that, get comfortable with it, and you know what I'm saying, face your fears to an extent. I'm gonna try to, sorry about that. I'm gonna try to make more videos. I really want to post this grind and like the come up, you know, like I think this is important to document the beginning and just how it's all going. But hope you enjoyed. Bye.